Okay, so Mr. Bennett's playing with his chest hurts again. He has a motion sensor hooked up to it, and the following position time graph is recorded. What's happening in the first 2 seconds? What does it do? 2 steps forward, 1 step back? 2 steps forward, 1 step back. How many meters has the cart traveled at point A? Hannah, what do you have?
No.
For number 2, that's the one we're on.
7 meters.
7 meters. Oh, where's point A? Now, I don't have point A, right? Point A is right here. Okay, yeah, there's point A. You say 7 meters. How'd you get that?
Because you it goes 1 second, you go 2 meters, and then at 2 seconds, he goes 1 meter, and then at 3 seconds, he goes
So you don't worry about the fact that it goes backwards between 1 and 2 seconds? Well, shouldn't worry about it, Joy? Not for distance, exactly. She's absolutely right. I think it's 7. Okay, that's the distance traveled. You don't worry that this -1, this 1 is backwards. It's just distance. How far is the cart from the starting point when he's at point A? What's the displacement? Started at 0, ended up at 5. So the displacement is only 5. Even though he traveled, or she, or whatever it is, traveled a total distance of 7. What's happening from A to B? Nothing. It stopped. How many meters does the cart go all together? We got 7, and then we go from 5 down to -3. That's another 8, 15, 16? Okay, so 16, that would be the total distance traveled, or total distance, something like that. How far is the cart from the starting point when it gets to the end of the trip at point C, right here? It's -2, right? What is this called? This is the total displacement. The total displacement. What is the cart's average velocity? Oh, sorry, what's the cart's average speed? That would be?
2 meters. 2 meters per second.
How'd you get that? The average speed would be the distance, total 16 divided by total time is 8. Average speed is 2. What's the average velocity? -2 all over 8 minus 0.25 meters per second. Is that what you had?
Yeah.
So even though the average speed is positive, actually, is the average speed positive, or is it just not, there's no sign on it? There's no sign on it, exactly. Okay, so the average speed is 2. The average velocity is -0.25. So it spent more time doing what? Did it spend more time going backwards?
No, it just finished off.
It just finished off backwards, exactly. Okay, so make sure you know the difference between distance, displacement, speed, velocity. I think there's one more. Is there not at the bottom here? Yeah. A student leaves the doorway of the physics class. That's the origin. She walks down the hall, stops for 3 seconds, then walks back to class. The total distance traveled is 20 meters, and the total time of the trip is 11 seconds. Make a position time graph to illustrate the motion. So we've got 11 seconds, but of those 11 seconds, how much is stopped? Leaving me with 8 seconds of actual walking time. We can only assume she walks as fast there as she does on the way back. Maybe she's excited and wants to get back quicker. I don't know. Probably not. We'll just assume she's going at the same speed. So we're going to go like this. How far are we going to go? 10. Pause for 3 seconds, and then, oh, that should be. Okay, so that would be 4 and 7, and this is 11. Is that what you had? Something like that? Yeah? Okay. All right, that's it for me today. There are 5 questions here. These ones are a little challenging. It's a little story. You have to draw a graph that relates to it. I will give you the answers when we reconvene next week. Okay? Monday, Mr. Smigelski needs the room for doing a lab. So Monday, you can come here because you're likely going to forget. And then you're going to go with the sub down to Mr. Smigelski's classroom and work down there. Okay? All right. Have a good weekend.